Hi, this is Teacher Giovanni and welcome to my online tutorial. Our lesson is the divisibility rules of 2, 5, and 10. Actually, this topic is very easy. So I have here a list of numbers, and first is I'm gonna give you the answers right away as quickly as I can, and to determine whether the number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. So we have here number 1 that is divisible by 2 only, number 2 that is divisible by 2, 5, and 10, number 3 here divisible by 5, number 4 divisible by 2, number 5 divisible by 5, and divisible by 2, 5, and 10. How did I do it? That's very simple. So I encourage you to watch this video until the end so that you will know if the number is divisible by 2, 5, or 10 without using the long division. Alright? So here we have number 1, which is divisible by 2. How do we know that a number is divisible by 2? If the last digit of a number 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, as you can see here, this number ends with 2. So that is divisible by 2 only. Alright, for number 2, that is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Why? Remember that the first rule, which is divisibility rule of 2, a number is divisible by 2 if it ends with 0. Take note, that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So definitely number 2 is divisible by 2. And why is it's divisible by 5? Always take note of this, that the number is divisible by 5 if the number ends with digit 0 or 5. And 1890 ends with 0. So that is definitely divisible by 5. And now, why is it's also divisible by 10? Any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. So 1890 is divisible by 10 also. That's why number 2 is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. And number 3 is divisible by 5 because it ends with 5. So again, divisibility rule by 5. If a number ends with 0 or 5, that is divisible by 5. Okay? And of course, that is not divisible by 10 because it doesn't end with 0. And also, it's not divisible by 2 because it does not end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And number 4, that is divisible by 2 because it ends with 6. Right? And number 5 is divisible by 5 because it ends with 5. And 6 is divisible by 10. 5 and 2 because it ends with 0. So no need for you to use the long division to check whether the number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. By just simply looking into the last digit of a number, you will determine if the number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. That's very simple, right? So actually, we are not going to divide these numbers here because our goal here is to determine whether the numbers are divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Alright? So, even how big the number is, let's say for example, it's million or billion, you can still determine if a number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. Why? Because you will just simply look at the last digit of a number. Right? So, for divisibility rules of 2, 5, and 10, just look at the last digit of a number to determine whether it is divisible by these certain numbers here, 2, 5, and 10. And I think that's all for today, and I hope that you learned something on how to determine whether a number is divisible by 2, 5, and 10. So once again, this is Teacher Giovanni saying that math is mine. Math is not a difficult subject if you are willing to learn. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!